So I am irritatingly positive. That's how I've been described in the past. Irritatingly positive. I would actually call myself a pragmatic optimist if I wanted to be really wanky about it. But that, what I mean by that is I'm an optimist. I always see the good in things. My coffee cup is half full, and it actually is black, if you're interested. But I choose to see the positive side of things. I choose to see the opportunity in things, and I choose to see the good in stuff which could actually potentially be mirrored as being not so good. So I choose the lens that I look through, and we all get that opportunity. And of course, I'm making huge generalized statements here in anything I'm talking about. I'm talking in general senses, but we all get to choose the lens in which we look through. And when I talk about pockets of joy, and I talk about this with my clients, and I do this, is looking for funny things where you don't expect to find them. So even when things are feeling really overwhelming, completely shit, you're feeling like you've been dragged through mud backwards and your legs are tied together and you're blindfolded and not in a good way, you are thinking like, there is no good in this. There is nothing going on that's going to make me smile. There will be a pocket of joy. There will be something that makes you laugh. There'll be something that makes you smile. There'll be something that makes something really dark kind of shine some light and feel a bit more positive. That is not the same as toxic positivity. And I've got a real bee in my bonnet about toxic positivity. And when I talk about toxic positivity, what I'm referring to is basically the invalidation of somebody's feelings by saying, it'll be fine. One, that basically says, shut up. I don't know how to handle what you're saying. I don't really want to hear any more. And I'd rather you just think positively. It'll be fine. Okay, doctor, you're not. But thank you. And actually, you've just made me feel like I can't talk about my feelings because I'm making a mountain out of a molehill. So toxic positivity is really unhelpful. And you may be somebody unwittingly doing this, in which case that's okay. Just like now you know, you don't have to go back there again. When somebody's telling you something or sharing something with you that they're worried about, and it might be something that you think, well, I wouldn't be worried about that. Well, that's okay. You're not the person who's worrying. So let's listen to the person who is and think about how we respond to them. Are we thinking, okay, this is something that you're genuinely concerned about. So what do you need from me? And most of the time, people need to be listened to. They don't need a solution. They don't need to be fixed. They're not looking for it'll be fine, shut down. They want to be heard. They want that safe space to be able to go, yeah, do you know what? This is feeling a bit freaking wonky. And I'm worried about it. And I don't know what this means. And they might go off on this roller coaster of what ifs. You have to kind of go through that cycle without being shut down. If somebody then says to you, oh, you're over worrying, you're overcomplicating. Let's just see how it works out. I'm sure it'll be fine. I know somebody and they were fine. Look on the bright side. It's really unhelpful. It's really unhelpful. It's also not necessarily true, which if you're somebody who suffers with anxiety, you don't need something that invalidates your feelings and also then tells you something that isn't potentially true, because that heightens your anxiety. So toxic positivity, we hear this all the time. People seemingly and actually probably wanting to be really supportive and kind and encouraging by saying something like, don't worry, you'll be fine. It's like, actually, that's not really what you want to hear when you're wanting to share how you're feeling about something that you're worried about. So perhaps there's somebody going through something right now and they've come to you and they've shared that with you. What could you do differently when they share that with you next time? What is it that they're saying without saying to you? What do they need to hear from you? Probably not very much. They probably really need that space to listen. And then that person to go, I hear you. I'm here for you. What can I do to help? Ask the question of what you can do to help rather than shutting them down with saying, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. So if you've loved what you've heard, I would really appreciate you subscribing, sharing it with your friends, family, colleagues, waifs and strays. They are all welcome here. You can click the subscribe button, and in the episode description there is going to be a link where you can get in touch with me, and I'm here for it. So get in touch. I would love to hear from you and see how I can help you.